it.
So I have to turn it off right now?
You don't have to turn it off. You can turn on your 360 at the same time as a 1.
Then it'll create a spark that did it to Brett's ear. That's what caused it.
No.
That spark.
Can we just do the podcast and worry about Minecraft
Yes.
later?
I can do both at the same
an
time, right?
hour.
You can do both at the same time.
As long as you don't turn off your Xbox One, I guess. Maybe.
Then we'll say my crappy electricity because I live in Portugal.
What?
Electricity's bad there.
What?
My electricity went out.
He's retarded.
I'm thinking of backstories here, you assholes.
Are you just coming up
Backstories.
with a character now?
It's backstories. The reason I got kicked off Xbox One is because I live in Portugal and I don't have good electricity. There we go.
Okay.
Backstory.
Sure.
God.
You guys have never done
And
this?
I just make regular trips to Portugal then to... I don't know. Fuck it. Whatever.
Yes, I make regular trips to America to play Brawl with you one day.
A single day. Flying.
No, he's a
20
he's a rocket scientist over there, Brett, or an assistant.
Yeah, John, I made you in The Sims because I broke down on both The Sims.
Hello, people of the internet, and welcome to the Lords of Lagg podcast, episode 4. My name is Peplaw. I am your host, trying to keep things in order. I am joined by my 3 good friends again. First time since the debut podcast, we've all been here. John. Speaking of which, we have John, aka Alpha Shadow.
Hello.
We have Jared, aka Demon's Gauge.
I'm back.
We got Brett, aka Cuckles.
Thank you for that enthusiastic intro, Pepla. I'm glad to be here.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Have I introed you last every time? I probably have.
Probably.
It's usually me first.
The guy who records the podcast.
Yeah.
I get
Everyone knows who you are.
Yeah.
Your damn
Anyway.
channel.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. So, this week, really nothing major happened, but we do have Destiny coming out next week. All the Destiny hype, so this episode is going to be largely focused on Destiny. But, announced today, as this is being recorded on the 5th, Mortal Kombat got its release date, which is April 14th, and it got a pre-order bonus for Goro, is his character.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The
So-
four-armed behemoth himself.
So what do you guys think about that?
I don't know. I like Motaro, the Minotaur guy. I would like him. He was in like one game where you gotta play as him. Gore, you gotta play like 3 games for him, and I don't know. He's a big guy. He's not that interesting.
Well, Motaro, the centaur guy, is a little harder to, animate and rig and control than, a bipedal four-armed idiot.
An idiot.
That's
Goro's
He's
an
a
idiot.
badass in the game. I like him, but I'd like to see more Motaro.
But, my problem with this story is that Goro's locked as a pre-order bonus for some reason, which is really annoying.
Well, they always have it where they have the pre-order bonuses. Like the Evolve thing, they have a pre-order monster. He's probably going to be available later. They always make it available later.
Yeah, it's a common thing.
$5.
That pre-order monster for Evolve, though, is DLC when it comes out.
And Goro can be DLC, or is it going to be in the disc, I guess, then?
But, the thing
Is that what you're saying?
the thing with Evolve is that monster's not going to be in the start of the game. That's DLC.
Yeah,
that's
okay,
later
yeah.
DLC.
That's what you're saying. It's going to be on disc. You don't like that on disc crap.
Goro is apparently going to be a fully playable character because he wasn't in MK9.
Well, one mission.
One mission.
tiny mission, which was badass.
But he wasn't a versus character, and apparently he's going to be a versus character now, but he's going to be completely locked behind this pre-order thing and eventually behind DLC paywall, even though he was available from the very beginning because they already had him done.
I actually wonder if he's going to be overpowered, too. But I guess they solved that with Injustice or whatever. Because he was
They wouldn't make an OP character.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, in the MK9 he was overpowered, but then again he was unplayable.
He will probably be balanced. I wouldn't doubt that they would.
Well, like I said, they did it for Injustice with like Solomon Grundy and Doomsday and crap. They were really strong guys.
They're really
and
strong.
they balanced them.
Well, they're
but
balanced.
not fast.
They're balanced because a speed character can kick their
Yeah,
ass.
that's what I'm saying. They'll probably balance him out, and he'll be. Most people wanted to have Kentaro though, the Like,
The
what is
cat
it,
one?
the tiger guy. He's like a tiger or something.
I would have
So-
preferred it being like a Goro costume, not fully Goro himself.
Well, they do have completely different move sets. I mean, I know that much, so. And also,
Yeah, that has
Kentaro's
nothing to
faster
do
than
with
Goro.
pre-order.
Yeah, but I'm always excited to see what DLCs they do. You know. But
Oh,
Goro
that's not
will be.
DLC. That's pre-order though.
I
That's
know.
different.
Well,
Yeah.
if you have to buy them, I consider it DLC.
Yeah, I guess.
But that's
technically
just
fine.
me.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But let's talk about the release dates. April 14th, which is first, second quarter. I'm not sure if that's considered first or second quarter, but it's
Second.
early next year. It's second, okay. That's right in line with Battlefield Hardline, Batman Arkham Knight, Evolve.
No,
There's got
Evolve
a
is
lot of competition.
Evolve's February.
Evolve's February.
Evolve's February
Oh.
2nd, I think, or something.
I think so
Yeah.
is Battlefield, actually.
So you just got it all wrong. You just fucked it over.
Battle-
This is another classic thing of Peplaw checking facts.
Well, it's all in the same quarter, kind of, near each other.
Yeah, within 2 months.
No, it's within the point where people aren't going to want to spend a lot of money on getting more than
Well,
one
it's the
game
end
that
of the
early in
season or
year.
whatever. It's the end of the gaming season and crap.
So,
And then-
I think it has a lot of competition, to be honest. Like, I think they would have been better off, really. Well, I always say it would have been better in summer, because it would be, but they never do that.
They did a couple games. I don't know. I don't think it'll be pushed back at all because it
Well,
seems like they've been doing a lot of work on it.
It's not exactly like Mortal Kombat's directly trying to take
Yeah, it's true. It's a different genre.
Battlefield
Yeah, what?
players.
Not many
or
fighting
whatever.
games.
There's not many fighting
Yeah.
games in general anymore.
No, fighting games have kind of had a resurgence lately, if you really pay attention to them. In the last couple of years,
I mean,
there've
what?
been
There's the new
there's
Super
been a
Street
ton.
Fighter. There was Killer Instinct.
There's the Pokemon game!
There's
Yeah.
the Pokemon game, Soul Calibur
That won't
5
be
came
here
out like
forever.
last year. Mortal Kombat, Injustice, Skullgirls.
There's still Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, Marvel vs.
Yeah.
I'm
Capcom
sure that's going to
3.
get another one here soon.
No, they're kind of Marvel vs. Capcom's kind of weird in that way. I don't know if we're going to be seeing another installment of that soon.
Well, what other characters are there? There's not that many new ones.
Well,
I mean, on the
mean,
Marvel side, on
you
the Capcom
can-
side.
on the Capcom side, no, but on the Marvel side, you could pick and choose all day.
Yeah.
You
They
can
should still
also-
just make one gigantic game of all fighting games ever. Just an epic fight ever. I would love
It's called
that.
Smash Brothers.
No, that
It's amazing.
plus Marvel vs. Capcom and
Ultra
DC.
Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
It'd be the
Ultra.
greatest thing ever.
Let's just merge all the consoles into one. That'll make it one console versus PC. PC would probably still win.
No, you'd merge all the consoles into the PC.
Yeah.
I don't know. The joystick thing is okay. I just can't do the fingers, the WSDF crap.
Yeah, mouse and keyboard isn't no go.
You can
Being
use
hunched over your
controllers on the
computer all
PC.
day.
I
Yeah,
love
but it
how this
doesn't
went
work
Now
from
for
you
a lot of
can.
combat to
games.
PC elitism.
Yeah, I know.
Right off the bat, we fucking go straight into PC elitism.
I didn't bring it
Yeah.
up.
You didn't. I just sat here and listened as this shit went down.
Okay, so
And we
let's-
got
let's
that
go
from
on.
talking about Mortal
Let's go on.
Kombat. Weird.
Yeah, I
Which
know,
is the
it's
oddest
funny.
thing.
You know, that
Anywho,
is a controller game. Cough, cough.
Actually, it's an
Moving
arcade
on.
stick game.
Okay.
God.
Okay.
Can we
You're
please
right,
stop
it
this?
Yeah, we'll move on. So, biggest story. Destiny comes out Tuesday. Actually, that'll be out right when this gets uploaded. If I'm yeah. So Destiny will be
if
here.
I'm not busy playing Destiny.
Brett's gonna be level 50 by the time Jared gets on.
I have to work.
He's not
From
going to
Tuesday.
sleep. You get pissed at me for doing it. He's not sleeping. I like sleep.
I have to work
The-
from Tuesday
okay,
to Thursday, and it's
the-
not. It's during the wrong hours, so I can't play it. But
My entire reason is Tuesday is like one of my 2 days off during the week. So yeah, I'm gonna play the shit out of Destiny.
And then you're gonna get on with us, and you're gonna say, "I'm tired as hell. I'm going to bed."
And he's gonna be like a level 15, and we're all gonna be like, what
I
the
think he'll be
hell,
level
man?
8. I'm thinking level 8. I'm thinking like end of the beta, because I don't know. We didn't level up that fast. We did very hard missions and crap in the beta, so. Plus, it's gonna
You
be
guys
balanced.
Could have changed the leveling system for all we know.
yeah,
Especially since my assumed level cap for the full game from what I saw in the beta was level 20.
But I could see that, because I wonder if do you need to do it with the like your upgraded skills? Like, do those take up a skill point or whatever it is? You know, upgrading your grenades and whatnot. I wonder.
That doesn't take a skill
no.
point.
So
then I could see that.
That's just experience and use. And then a lot of those grenade upgrades that you saw in the beta, they weren't really upgrades. They were just like different types of grenades.
Yeah.
Like you can literally switch between them on the fly if you're quick enough to navigate that menu and switch them. Which is
let's
what I
talk
did
about the ranking
times.
system for a bit here, because like you said, it looks like during the beta it would max at 20. I don't think they've officially said what it is yet, and assuming it's 20 and you level up as fast as you did in the beta, we'll all be level 20s in 1 or 2 days.
I'll be done by 6 a.m. if it's still level 20.
if it's like that, it will be, which I honestly don't have a big problem with. I'm sure you guys do, but I would like to easily be able to get all the characters up to max level.
I'm only bugged
because I could never do that in
feels
Borderlands.
Really low, like
it does.
Because because in games like this, which are pretty much RPGs, even though it has it's first-person shooter and has a lot of that stuff, it's an RPG. I like leveling up and getting my character that way, and if it hits level 20, it's like, oh, you're done leveling up, now just kind of keep being level 20, and it's like, why? I guess I'm fully leveled now, what is there to really do? Because in the beta, from what I saw, is it had the level 20 shop, and then it's like, these items are all level 20. Okay, how do you buy these items? You buy these items with points you get for continuing to gain experience and leveling up after level 20. But you're still only going to be level 20. So
I kind of see
it's grindy and boring after a while. But
I kind of see the level system as I see the level system as kind of like what they did with Reach, where they might cap it at 20 for a while, and then maybe 4 months after release they'll raise it to 30 or something.
Well, they did say this is going to be an ever-evolving game. They were very keen on making that.
Will they add more skills then and stuff? Cause
yeah, I'm sure they will.
I mean, you already saw all the skills.
They already
for
said
Borderlands.
there's going to be more characters than 3.
Well, I could see. I would like that.
That would add a lot more variety.
Yeah,
I'm just going to be a hunter.
Though,
only a hunter.
Really, I would like more fucking actual character classes. Not character classes. I mean,
subclasses? Or species.
No, species
things. Yeah.
Because right now it's fucking Terminator robot guy, human, and then generic alien.
Emo.
You say emo.
It is an emo.
It is an emo. If you played the beta, you know it's an emo.
It's gonna be the species I play, so fuck you, I guess.
So Brett's an emo. That's what I got to say here.
No, but the ranking system, I could totally see them doing that at 20, because you got to remember, only half of this game is RPG. The other half is competitive multiplayer, and they might want everybody to be level 20 so no one has an unfair advantage. Yeah.
Balance it.
So I could totally see them doing that.
Even though most of the multiplayer modes handicap you anyway by putting at least your health and armor rating on the same level as everyone else, and only your weapons are really the thing that changed.
They did that? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, it's skills too. Skills were the biggest part.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
I
think the skills got nerfed a bit too, but the generic kind of team deathmatch thing that was in the beta, that puts everyone on a basic even playing field for fairness. It was only the Crucible where they were like, okay, fairness is taken off. Whatever you bring in here actually matters. So have at it. And I had a lot of fun in the Crucible when I played it, because it was
it was stupid as hell. You're an idiot.
Entertaining.
Yeah, I didn't think you liked that very much.
I died one shot every time.
I thought the Crucible was a lot more fun than the fair multiplayer. Because I like when I can have the unfair advantage.
Yeah. And I know we're gonna play the game enough to have the unfair stuff.
There'll always be that
It's
one
anything like
guy.
Borderlands. Because that's my favorite part about Borderlands is doing the bosses over and over, and that seems like it's a key thing in Destiny to try to get good weapons. Just continuously do raid bosses.
Oh shit, low battery.
My thing is like I'm
a
not
second.
particularly going to do competitive multiplayer too often. So I hope that not a ton of content is locked out there. Like I can go like, well, I'm not going to get the multiplayer like cloaks or decoration items because obviously I'm not playing multiplayer. So I can be like, okay, I can lose that. But if they lock other stuff into multiplayer only, that might annoy me a bit.
Yeah, I want to talk about multiplayer because I'm so burnt out on competitive multiplayer games, and I got Halo Master Chief Collection coming out for my competitive multiplayer. If I ever want to do it, I'm going to get on that. I don't plan on playing competitive multiplayer in Destiny like at all, unless it really blows me away, which I don't think it will, because it seems like a standard competitive multiplayer. I'm almost purely getting this game for the RPG part of it.
From what I played in the beta, I honestly had a lot of fun with it. But
I had fun with the beta.
But that's also because I stopped cold turkey playing Halo like over a year ago, so I haven't really played that much of that multiplayer recently. But it does feel like
could have been
an
less
advanced
enjoyable for
Halo.
me because I was on my bad internet, and that kind of doesn't help at all.
You're almost constantly on your bad internet though, so
Not anymore. I'm good now. But
now.
yeah.
I am looking forward to the competitive multiplayer though. I enjoyed it in the beta. It was pretty fun.
Really? So me and John are the only ones not looking forward to it.
I just didn't like getting one shot by a fucking golden gun. That's
That's
me
the entire
off.
purpose of the golden gun, though.
Yeah,
and I'm not using it. I'm not a conformist.
Well, then
John's
you're just
salty.
purposefully handicapping
No, I'm
yourself.
not.
Yeah,
You're
that's
shooting
exactly
yourself
what you're doing.
in the foot with your own golden gun. You need to aim that at the enemies, John.
No way.
But like from the beta, we only saw 2 modes, and that was just Crucible and regular Team Death. Or no, that was Territories.
It was a
It was like
domination.
It was Territories. Because Domination's a Call of Duty term, and I don't accept it.
That's what everyone knows it as, but
It was Territories. Territory control. But yeah, we only saw a few modes, and I think there will be a lot more interesting modes in there. The beta really wasn't very. It wasn't actually that. When you think about it, it wasn't that great of a slice of the game to really
I think it was
play.
for a beta. It was huge.
Didn't like not going to any other planets.
I
wish we could have gone to another planet.
It was huge,
We went to the moon.
sure, but it was
They didn't.
Yeah, I didn't go to the moon.
They only made the moon available for like 2 hours, and me and John
And
were
I
the
had
ones
to
that could
work.
get on.
And I had to work, so
Yeah. So thanks, Bungie.
yeah.
I have a feeling we're going to be saying that a lot.
I think it'll be a good game.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it will too.
Oh, it'll be a good game.
My issue with Destiny so far, in like getting excited for it, is like, yeah, there was the beta and there's all this advertising, but I still haven't seen anything that really has wowed me. Like said, oh, Destiny, it's going to be awesome because of this, or
The dance button.
a dance button that has been in a whole ton of MMOs. It's not that great. It's a dance button.
They've never had it.
It's a
Nothing
button.
I've ever had, so it's new to me.
It's a button you press and you do a canned animation for like 5 minutes. Neat.
Oh, you might do it for 5 minutes. I might do it for a lot longer.
If there was a slap button, I would use it.
Because you like wasting a lot more time than I do, apparently.
Yeah, I think we all wasted a lot of time in that beta just sitting on the tower, doing nothing, bouncing the balls around, trying to get on top of the map.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that the beta showed is that Destiny's a pretty good recreation of what, like, I know me and John at least used to do in Halo a ton, is we would just sit in a map and talk for a while.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Sanctuary in Borderlands 2. We just sit in Sanctuary forever.
Well, we would sit in Sanctuary forever because I would be expecting one of you to be doing a quest or
Jared,
trying to do a quest.
fuck you.
But all of you are being like, "Oh, what? I was waiting for you to do something. What? I was waiting
I was
for you
gambling.
to do
That's a
something."
lie.
It's mostly Jared's fault. He should be
Yes.
leading, but he doesn't.
Why do I have to be the one that presses the buttons?
Because I've already
Because
done
I'm gambling.
everything, so you must.
Because
press
you're the short
buttons.
person in Borderlands. That's why.
That doesn't mean anything. That means I can't press the buttons. I'm too short to hit them.
Because you look adorable pressing it. That's why.
Well, in the pre-sequel, we will get to actually, it'll be legitimate that we're making these demands because he's Claptrap. He's made to do our bidding.
Okay,
I didn't think about that. Dang it.
Let's stay on Destiny because we got Borderlands up next. Let's talk about story in Destiny because I haven't looked into the story at all. I don't know about you guys.
I think I skipped all the story things in the game. I don't even remember any of them.
Well, during the beta,
Yeah,
they
not a
didn't
clue.
focus on it at all.
I focus it on a ton because I'm a
Okay,
story
well,
guy.
go.
It's
tell me
generic
about
as
it.
shit from the beta. It's a lot of
It sucks.
It's a lot of vagueities. Like, we are the Guardians. Here are your ghosts. It's a lot of fucking big sounding important names. And kind of descriptions of things. It's like, and the darkness came, and we had our golden age, but then the darkness was like, fuck that shit, and destroyed half of the planet. Now we're in the last city on Earth, and the Traveler, who's a giant ball, is
They're
You're a
telling
good
me Bane is our
storyteller.
villain. Bane is our villain here.
Yes.
Apparently.
You're a good storyteller.
If you want...
No,
Nice try.
You ended on a good note.
Nice try.
Bane has gotten to tell the story of Destiny.
No, I think it's just going to be a
No.
generic story. Not anything to really care about.
But I don't...
I mean, how generic can you be in a sci-fi game?
I really don't want it... Well, it's like... It may not outwardly seem generic, because, I mean, like, it's got a bunch of aliens and big things, and it's talking about big things, but it's not really talking about it with any detail or any usefulness in the world. Like, you could take these names, like the Traveler, the Darkness, Ghosts, Guardians, and apply that to fucking almost anything. You could literally apply this same shit to Halo. The Guardians are Spartans. The Ghosts are fucking the Monitors.
Well, considering this is the same company that made Halo.
It is, but that's the problem. Is that it's like the same... It
I think
feels
it
like the
wasn't a
same
bad
shit
story,
again.
though.
It wasn't really, no, but it was unique to Halo. But Destiny, it seems like, okay, I feel like I've done this before, but it's got a new coat of paint now. Destiny is like retreading the same shit, and I don't want to retread the same shit. I've done that shit. It was cool. Can I do new shit now? So
Yeah, I don't really care about the story at all in this game, to be honest.
well,
This doesn't seem like a big story game for me. I think this is more of a have fun with your buddies co-op, raid bosses kind of game.
I feel like story can make or break this game, at least for me.
Really?
Like, because the gameplay is fine, sure, but the gameplay is nothing special. If the story, like, does something interesting in it, then I can be like, wow, okay, that game wowed me with something they did in the story, or some twist that happened, something that makes it more interesting. And from the beta, I will be honest, you can't really tell. The beta was literally like the opening moments, and while the opening moments were pretty to look at, they weren't really anything special.
Hopefully there's a decent amount after the Earth. And back at Earth.
Hopefully when we go and start doing a lot more of the story missions and actually getting deeper into the story, something will happen to wow and actually make it interesting. But if it keeps on this kind of like generic kind of trend of a generic space thing, then it's like, okay, well, gameplay's fun, story and missions and stuff aren't that special, I don't really care too much. But I can't judge until I play the game, but that's kind of what I'm getting the feeling of.
Jared, what do you think about story?
I For me, what my issue is with a lot of most shooters, the story is always going to be basic. Because a lot of those games are typically more focused on the gameplay itself and not a lot of story based. So I'm gonna go in with low expectations. It could surprise me. I don't know.
But
I'm not letting
though?
the very. I care a bit. Yeah.
But you
I
say
care for
that,
story.
but then it's like you gotta add in like Borderlands 2 had a good story. It had twists and turns and unexpected shit going on in there, and it actually it built up its interesting world and its like setting and had characters and stuff that were actually interesting to pay attention to and you wanted to talk to, or maybe you hated, you know.
Well, Borderlands is also very. It's made to be very story based.
But it's a shooter. You just generically lumped all the shooters together. Guess what? It's also a shooter.
That's my bad. It's not a. Borderlands
it's
is
an
a
RPG
story-driven
shooter,
with.
just like
it's
Destiny.
it's very similar to Destiny. You're gonna have to.
I mean,
come on, Jared, you can pull this out.
There's literally no reason. There's no excuse that they can't have a good story.
It has comedy.
Their excuse for not having a good story is that they just didn't want to put the time in to, write a decent story.
For me, Borderlands was made for the story, and then also had the co-op part for the friend. For Destiny, there's a big focus on, these raid parties, this massive amount of people you can have in a lobby. The multiplayer is something. They put a lot of time into the guns. I mean, the story, I don't know. And we saw 4 cutscenes from the story,
if that,
in the beta.
Which is why
I'm not judging it off of that small amount. I mean, you just got a very small introduction to it. I don't really feel that there's enough to really base any opinions on.
But yeah, my most problem, I can't prejudge the game too much. I've only played probably barely 1% of it, at least story wise. But just from those cutscenes and from the terms they keep throwing around with all the marketing and what the terms are in the game, they don't scream this is unique to Destiny's world. It just seemed like we needed words that kind of represent this stuff, but it's not very specific to any one thing. Why are the little ball orb things called ghosts? What even connection does that even? Why are they ghosts?
That's just what they're called.
Yeah, but why?
I mean,
they have to have the name for a reason.
They have to have a name.
For a reason.
Why was the floating ball in Halo called Oracle?
That was its specific name. Those floating balls were called monitors because they monitored the ring stations. They all had individual names, like 343 Guilty Spark and Oracle. I mean, they had different names for individuality.
Why does anything get named for it? It's just what they place it as. I mean,
names.
How do you know
Ghost
doesn't mean anything?
Movies, has some meaning. But that's the thing. I want to know the meaning. And I want...
And you played the beta. You haven't played the full game.
I know.
How do you know that they don't have a meeting?
He's hoping.
Exactly. That's the thing. That's my point. I'm hoping there's a meeting.
What if the ghost is a former AI that's now been moved into this body of this little
Maybe
sphere?
It will be.
Maybe.
How do you not know this? I mean...
We'll see.
We don't know this because it wasn't explained in the beta. What I'm saying and what I'm hoping... What I'm hoping is that the full game explains the stuff in the full game. That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping that the story gets expanded and gets a lot more detail that I actually go in, because it's from the beta, it's very surface level. So it makes me trepidatious as to if it's going to go deeper than that. I hope it goes deeper than that. I expect it to go deeper than that. If it doesn't, then I'll end up disappointed.
But you gotta remember, betas are there. Betas are there just to test and make sure the game is working and the aspects of the game are working. It's not going to give you anything in the story.
That beta was
not
basically
meant to.
a demo.
Most betas are now, unfortunately.
I'm sure there is definitely some server stress stuff going on, but that was a mostly complete demo.
Yeah, there's not going to be much change.
I just don't really... I just don't see a reason to take anything from the beta's like little introduction part of the story and judge anything with it. Because I don't look at betas or demos for story.
But that's the intro to the game. That's literally going to be the first, however, I don't know, 20 minutes long that stuff was. That's the intro to the game. So the intro to the game has left me worried about the rest of the game. Because it wasn't a very strong intro.
Alright, I think we've talked about a story enough. Story's boring to me.
Characters!
I don't care about story, fuck this shit.
Well, comparing it to Borderlands, which we seem to be doing a lot of during that last little debate,
yelling.
Well, I bring it up
the Borderlands story was good.
Connected,
no, it is, but it's very different.
Wise.
Borderlands is almost like it's a huge comedy game. Destiny's not a comedy game at all. Destiny's like super serious.
But it's got the same structure. It's got the same like mission structure and kind of story and kind of like way the story is. Like
the story is completely
Borderlands,
different.
Borderlands has main missions and side missions and quests that you pick up from objective people, just like you do in Destiny.
Yeah, but
so that's
gameplay.
A pretty
that's
basic
story.
That's a basic thing that a lot of games take into that use. I mean,
sections that like when you come to it, it plays a cutscene, and then you watch the cutscene, and you get the bit of story. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but
that Borderlands was just.
Isn't that how every game works?
Borderlands was just the quickest thing that was the most connectively similar to Destiny. I'm also saying this because you shouldn't expect a game to have shortcomings in the story just because they say they're focusing on something else. When you make a game, you should be thinking about everything pretty equally, because I mean, if one side's lacking, then it's going to show, a la Titanfall, who had the most lackluster "why was this even here" story. If Titanfall didn't have a story mode, it probably would have been fine, and it wouldn't have had much to detract from it other than like, why is this waste of time story mode slapped onto this game kind of thing. I mean, if your game's not going to have a story, then don't try to put a story in it.
Titanfall didn't need a story.
Exactly,
That's why they didn't do one.
They shouldn't have done one at all.
You can just not play it if you don't want.
Yeah, it's
you have to
optional.
play it.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You have to play it to unlock the ogre.
You did. You don't anymore.
Actually,
now
you don't anymore.
Now you don't.
They patched
That's
it out.
true. You had to unlock the Strider and Ogre by beating both sides of the.
The campaign was seriously just multiplayer. You didn't even have to pay attention to it.
I couldn't even get into it for a while, Peplaw. I had a bad connection.
That's your own fault.
That's
a different argument.
That's a Lords of Log problem.
That's the point. It was completely optional. You didn't need to care or whatever, so why did they waste the time even putting it in? They could have just refocused on other shit.
All right, okay, we're done talking about this now. We're done talking about this. Let's move on to the characters. Because I'm pretty sure we all have our characters set. There's 3 characters that
We're gonna have
launching with the game. And
unfortunately,
there's the Hunter, the Titan, and the Warlock. So who are you guys being, Jared? I'll start with you.
I'm probably going to end up going Titan.
Titty!
Yeah, pretty much. That's an inside joke that started with Titanfall.
John recognized that Titan has the word tit in it, and tits are boobs.
You're making me feel sad. Stop it.
You should
don't make
sad.
him. Don't make him a sad panda. We don't need a sad panda.
Anyway, you're a Titan.
I'm a Titan. It's just I've always been one of the. I always enjoyed like the damage dealers.
But are you going to be damage or defense? Because there's two different.
I don't know. I have to see how the game plays.
You said you're not going to be a bitch, so you're going to be apparently a damage dealer because the defender has a bubble shield. And you said you're not going to go bitch.
No, Peplaw said I'm not going to be the bitch mode.
Screw bubble shields. You're not being.
I'm probably not going to do it anyway, because I'm not a defensive type of person.
But it helps the team. It's a circle.
Because
helps the
and
team
I'm a lone wolf.
Damage.
But you're only going to be playing like with us, Jared, right?
But I've been a lone wolf in any game I do.
I don't know.
I have an entire team of lone wolves.
I'm a one-man wolf pack.
That's kind of how me and Peplaw do so well in most games, that we're both
That's
pretty
not-
much lone wolves.
That's not exactly how teams work.
No.
We're all one-man teams together.
That's why me and Peplaw have the worst teamwork imaginable, because we don't do it.
And me and Brett have the best because we're together. We think about the team.
We've been playing games together every day for like 5 years, multiple hours a day. We still betray the shit out of each other in Halo.
It's just like, I got shot in the back. Yep, I know who it was.
Because that's just friendly fun, okay?
It's not even intentional.
No, it's really not.
it's completely accidental every time.
You know, they call it like FF for friendly fire, but that's not what it means. It's friendly fun. Friendly fun.
Friendly fun. Alright, so Jared's gonna be the Titan. The Titan is like the tank of the group, the damage dealer, health guy.
Hopefully.
Really many special powers.
Who knows how it'll be?
The big muscle brown guy who gets a like loincloth. As his
Generic character number
personality.
1.
Yeah, the generic big stupid character.
I'm Brick. That's my first name is Brick. Or Krieg, depending on which one I want to go with.
Krieg is awesome. He's not generic.
Krieg,
All right,
that's
John,
true.
what
Krieg
about
is
you?
the best.
Well, I'm going to be with you, Peplaw. Aren't you going to be a hunter too? We're both going to be
Yes, I
hunters.
am.
And I'm going to be the Blade War because I have to look up the subclasses and crap. Just because I don't want to use the triple shot overkill gun. Apparently
Golden gun.
what mine is I just like take out an arc, like a electric blade, and I just lunge. I'm like 0 or something. I think it's going to be nice. I think I'm going to like it because
So we should clarify that each class apparently has subclasses, according to John.
But they also
and-
only have one super ability. I don't know if you can. I guess maybe you can switch between super abilities like you can with grenades, maybe. So who knows how that'll work? But from what I read,
I'm
it's
saying instead of a
subclasses.
golden gun, you can have a blade.
Yeah.
I would
Which is what I'm
I would
taking.
assume you can put points into both subclasses at the same time.
Hell, maybe level 20 is maxing out all of the classes for everything. You just choose whatever the hell you want.
And they then leave absolutely nothing to do after.
And then Brett's gonna stop playing it. But I mean, I don't know. I just found the blade interesting, and also I don't care for Warlock at all. And Titan's just a generic thing, so.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same way, Titan's generic, but... Brett, let's go to you. What do you...
What
Damn it.
could possibly be left for me to play?
I
A
don't know.
Titan!
Tidy.
No, I'm going to be the Warlock because that's kind of my general MO in any kind of these games. I'm always the kind of like special powers magic-y person.
Wizard!
The wizard. or the siren, or the mage, or the guy who can shoot lightning out of his fingertip. Because, yeah.
Because badass.
Then you're gonna be the glass cannon class from what you said, the Void Walker, because you want to do damage and not help the team, just like Jared. Don't want to
Well,
do the other ability.
I don't like that, John, because if he does extra damage, it's still helping the team.
no.
Well, his ability is different. His like Sunsinger is weird ability, but I wouldn't go with it either. But I'm agreeing with him on this. But
that's if when the game comes out and it is like you can only put your points in this one class, and if you want to switch your subclass, you have to take out all the points in one and put in the other. If you can put points in both, then I'll put points in like the team helpy abilities. I'm fine with that.
I still don't like the
I've
team help
mentioned that.
ability. That thing, the team help ability seems like stupid.
Yeah, but
It's
if
not a good one.
if I have the choice and I have to be forced to like it's either this or this, I'm going to choose the one that lets me shoot a giant purple ball of death at people because it's
That
a
is a
giant
cool
purple
ability.
ball of death.
My main reason for not wanting to be that class is because the double jump was like a jump and a glide, and I didn't
Well,
like it.
that's what its
at
actual
all.
jump is thing. It's glide.
Yeah.
Jump and
But
glide is
the
awesome.
Peplaw, it
No,
ends
it's
good.
not.
It ends with blinking. He can teleport at the end.
I
If
can
you have to-
teleport at the end.
You have to fight through the glide to get to blinking.
I like the glide. I like just being able to like long distance kind of slide down instead of being like jump jump.
Be a lazy flyer. I'm just gonna
Jump
coast.
fall, jump fall, and I'm just like jump glide.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna be getting blink too. That's cool. Yay. Sorry, I'm just looking at this stuff.
Okay.
I'm just looking at this
Okay.
crap.
But
I'm
yeah,
gonna be the hunter, like John said. Or, Brett, you can go. You can keep going.
I was
Do you
just
have
gonna be
anything-
like, but yeah, one of the main reasons I like it so much is because I get teleport. Teleport is like one of my favorite kind of abilities to have in a game. because I like zipping around the map or movement like that, because it's like the ultimate form of like going really fast. Because
It doesn't seem fast though. That glide is so slow.
But that's not Blink. Blink could be completely different. It could be like boom, 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 boom. It'd be awesome then.
It's
Why'd you
gonna
like
have that
this?
recharge rate though.
No, it won't. Does it? Did it have
It
recharge?
will, yeah.
Did double jump had recharge?
Well, it had a pretty quick recharge.
But it had a recharge.
There were,
I didn't know that.
No, as soon as you landed, you could go again.
There were a couple times where, like, you would kind of get stuck and be like, I need to wait for my thing to recharge. But
I didn't know that.
I think Blink comes with like increasing the recharge rate of that, so it goes really fast.
We shall see.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a hunter, like John said. I love that golden gun. That golden gun is amazing. And I love the double jump. It's just a super quick double jump, and it gets a triple jump apparently, which we couldn't do in the beta, which sounds awesome.
Well, couldn't you do it if you just did it enough? If you jumped your ass off.
No,
or
it was
locked?
locked.
No, you wouldn't have had enough time.
No, I didn't know that.
I did find out from the beta that after a while, like if you went far enough, then it just stopped. You stopped getting experience for things.
I didn't go that far.
Yeah, none of us did. But
I
yeah,
did.
I'm gonna be hunter. I'm always a hunter kind of character. In Borderlands 1 and 2, I was Mordecai and Zero because hunter are awesome, and Bloodwing was the most amazing ability ever.
Bloodwing was,
and
because
now
I
you're
was
going
a
to
hunter.
have golden Bloodwing in the form of a bullet.
Yeah, it's a Bloodwing eye control, which is awesome. But
it has a quick. It goes down real quick. I don't like that. Like you have to use it pretty quick, but.
Because it's made for like the Twitch sniper shooter class that is like bang bang and getting the kills really quick and fast.
Yeah, I like it. The one thing, and they are gonna add more characters eventually, which will be nice. I'm sure we'll all probably, just like when Necromancer came out, we'll all do Necromancer.
No, that ended badly. I'll play as the Warlock or Titan or something. That ended badly.
That did end. We were out of ammo every 2 seconds.
Did we do an all Krieg run? Because that would have been painful.
No, we did. I think we did. Yeah, we did.
Did we?
For like one playthrough. Yeah, we did like one playthrough. Because we all went down the third pass. You went down like the Hellfire class or something.
On second. Yeah, there's no way we would have been able to do that on second or higher.
Yeah, we did it one time.
No, actually, that would have been better because he was better as you leveled him up.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. That wouldn't.
Well, for the pre-sequel, we are demanded to do an all Claptrap run.
Yes, that is a requirement.
I can get behind that.
And
Get
badly.
each other high fives every 2 seconds.
I will leave all of you hanging.
Why badly? That would end amazingly.
One thing I want to talk about real quick with Destiny.
Before we go to Borderlands.
In a second. We have Borderlands in a second. I just want Destiny, we pretty much covered everything. One thing I do want to talk about, though, is the matchmaking system, because during the beta, we couldn't get more than 3 people in the same party.
Well, that's not really matchmaking. That's like the co-op side of it, because the matchmaking was fine for competitive, at least.
It wasn't balanced. It should have all been the same level crap, not level 1s versus level 8s, but whatever. Matchmaking.
The coolest thing about competitive matchmaking was the fact that you saw your ship flying into the planet and you could see everyone else's ship, and that was pretty neat. And then when you landed,
you were the only one who upgraded your ship. That's why you thought it was cool.
No, well, yes, because seeing the ship was awesome. But,
that's me. I know that.
But think about it in the full game, and you see everyone's ship, and it's just really cool. And then when you land on the planet, they do that fucking cool intro where they're all
that was awesome.
Bang the flag out. That's awesome.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But I'm talking about the fire teams going into the matches, because when we were all 4 on the beta, we couldn't all be in the same fire team, which is going to be a problem if it's still like that in the full game.
And I think they said that it was supposed to be, it's going to be 6 in a fire team. Just the beta is limited.
They even said something else, like for some of the harder like raid missions that are coming up, you can only have 6 friends with you. It will not matchmake you with 2 other people, which I don't like at all. From what I read.
Yeah, that's another thing. I wanted to bring that up. That was a decently big news story. They announced that when you're doing the really hard boss raids, you can only go in with your friends. You cannot get random matchmaking for it. So you're either on your own or you're with people you invite.
That seems kind of weird, because then they have the raid thing in the beta that matchmake you out.
They had one of like the lower ones, but not the higher ones.
Yeah, for the really hard ones, they said you're only allowed to go in with friends. You can't do it with random people.
And people
But
got
I don't
pissed.
really have it. Yeah, I
Fuck
don't
you,
really
all
have
you
a huge
people with
problem
no
it.
friends.
Yeah.
I don't like
think
randoms
that's a big
anyway,
deal.
so
Yeah, I hate random. God, freaking Payday teammates. Oh my god.
Well, you got to think about this. We hate randoms because we know we have friends that are better than any random we could possibly get.
But do we
Well,
have
that's
two more
okay.
random friends here for this crap? We have 4.
We could easily find 2 other people.
It's not entirely known right now if we need those 2 other people. We could be able to do it.
They said it was going to be hard. They said they were like really
Even
epic
if we
hard.
did need more people, we could just invite people that we just played with, because that game has huge matchmaking.
Add me as a friend, please.
Please help. Please help.
Yeah,
me
but
now.
Bungie was kind of salty about it because everybody started posting news articles about like how gamers are going to take this into their own hands, and then Bungie was just like, you guys can just go to Bungie.net and find some friends on there, and everyone's like, that's kind of a dick thing to say.
That is like, why? Why can't you just like if that's their suggestion of like go find some random people on Bungie.net, then why don't you just matchmake us with random jackasses?
That is a good
because
point,
they
but-
want to be friends with them.
I hate
So-
people. I don't want to be friends with anybody.
Yeah, I think we all have
don't-
that in common
yeah.
here, especially with people over the internet.
I like people.
We hate all
John's the
people.
only one that trusts people.
I still
only
trust them,
one who-
sort of.
Jared, remember when you had that random friend and he joined our Minecraft game and you're just like,
Yeah.
who cares? I'm like, no, you should kick him. You're like, yeah, who cares? He
Murder
took
him.
all our shit
Murder
and
him,
dug
Jared.
all the way to the bottom of the map. He took
Like an
all our
asshole.
diamonds, everything in the chest, and dug all the way to the bottom of the map and just set up a death room. As soon as we went down there, he would kill us because he had all the good stuff.
I haven't had that problem with me yet, so I can't say anything.
Randoms online.
Randoms suck.
But okay, that's good enough for Destiny. I think I can speak for all of us when I say we're all really excited about this. It's the first really big game since Titanfall.
It's the only game I want to. It's like one of the only games I want to get.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the start of the season.
Because you can't get involved till next year.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest reason right there.
Yeah. So moving on, time for Borderlands. Borderlands pre-sequel. They had their PAX panel and they announced some stuff. There was nothing really major, but the biggest thing they announced was their season pass, which is going to contain 4 DLCs, and it will cost $30 if you want to buy it, or you can buy each DLC for $10. I don't know why you would do that.
How much was it? $30? you
There
said?
is more to
$30.
that. There is more to that season pass thing than whatever you were reading.
Except maybe skins.
Because at the PAX panel, it wasn't just 4 DLCs. They said that the season pass should cover any major DLC that comes out, including characters, expansions. The only thing that was slightly not mentioned was skins, but
That's not major.
It's debatable if skins really matter because they were only
Skins
like
don't
matter.
$1.
Not at all.
Though if the skins were included in season pass, you would find that kind of neat.
No,
somebody would find a reason to hate it.
The thing is, they get 4 DLC add-on packs, which feature new characters, missions, and experiences. That's what they said. That was their quote.
What the hell's experiences? Isn't that just
from the
DLC?
From the PAX
Yeah,
panel,
that's just
from the
gameplay.
PAX panel I watched, from the guy who said it, he said it includes all future DLC. Because the problem they had with Borderlands 2 is by the time, because they had planned the expansions and they made the deals and stuff and whatever to get the season pass set up for that. But then after it came out, they were like, well, we also have these character ideas we want to throw into the game, but we can't throw it into the season pass because we can't do that. So because we already set up all those deals.
Well, they said the season pass will include new characters.
I know.
Well, yeah, because they're starting it before it comes out.
But this season pass should be more all-encompassing of all of the DLC that comes out for Borderlands.
Other than skins, I think. I think other than skins, because skins aren't major.
And the season pass does not cover the Shock Drops Slaughter Pit, which is only pre-order bonus. It's not included in season pass.
Well, that was the same with the what was the other one for Borderlands 2?
Creature Slaughter Dome.
Nature Reserve or whatever thing. Yeah.
And it sounds exactly the same. And to be fair, Creature Slaughter Dome was
worthless.
Not really anything special. So
No.
Except for Vermivorous.
Yeah, Vermivorous was awesome.
Well, that was like the easiest place to get Vermivorous, yes, but it was still
We
kind
only
of a
did it
bitch
once.
because it was in the. We did it more than once.
Yeah, that's true. We always
We
glitched
tried
out
more
when we
than
did
We
it.
almost did
Yeah.
it 2 times in this with 2 Vermivorouses.
He always glitched out of there. It was annoying.
But like
But-
the Borderlands PAX panel had a bunch of interesting stuff about Borderlands. Or well, it was the Gearbox PAX panel. They had a bunch of interesting stuff about Gearbox related stuff and a lot about Borderlands.
Yeah, another thing they announced was the Handsome Jack double DLC character. They pretty much just said it's going to be the first DLC character you get to play as Handsome Jack.
Well, it wasn't so much as announced as decided that's what they're going to work on. Because at the PAX panel,
Yeah, he
Pitch-
said it, and then the crowd's like, "Do you guys want that?" And they're like, "Yeah." And they're like, "All right, we'll do it."
Pitch was
They were
like,
doing it the whole time, Brett. Don't be suckered in
They-
by that.
yeah, but still, it's like because the way they presented it was pretty fun. Because like Pitchford was like, the only reason Claptrap's in the game is because like I basically asked for it. So I had another thing I wanted to ask for. It's like, do you want to do this? And it's like, yeah. And I like the explanation that it's like it's not exactly Handsome Jack because that doesn't make any sense. So it's an exact copy Handsome Jack bodyguard who is 100% the same. He's just not.
If he really
The
wanted
real
to listen to
Handsome
the
Jack.
fans, we wouldn't be getting a Handsome Jack body double. We'd be getting you
Krieg.
guys know who. No. Butt Stallion. We'd be getting Butt Stallion.
That would make
I was gonna
any
go with
sense.
Torg next, but
That'd be awesome though. Still,
because Butt Stallion was bought in too, it was already.
Yeah, that literally
it
makes no
wouldn't-
sense.
it wouldn't
Peplaw, you
work
have
in the
no
story.
idea what you're
No,
talking about.
no. We could get the backstory
Peplaw,
behind him
Peplaw.
before he
Go
bought
into
him.
your corner.
He wasn't even
and
real,
cry
though.
about Butt Stallion.
Yes, he was.
was he? No,
Butt
he
No,
Stallion
wasn't.
it wasn't
totally-
real.
Yeah, he was in the Tina's
Butt Stallion
DLC.
was
That was
Tina's
fake,
DLC
though.
was fantasy.
Tina's DLC was fake.
Butt Stallion was very real.
In the
He
thing
made
he
noises
introduced
in the
Butt
background.
Stallion. Yeah.
Because it's
Doesn't mean it's
that's not a-
real.
because it's
That's
not
not fake, that's a
impossible
real
to
pony.
make a fucking horse
You've
snore.
never seen it. You just heard a neigh.
Handsome Jack
Butt Stallion
is
is real. I
rich
will
as
not
fuck.
stand
He
for
could
this.
make anything happen.
You can't make a diamond pony or diamond
Yes, you
unicorn.
You can in Borderlands.
Why? The fuck? Shut up. Just, no.
I would have gone
No,
with Torg.
no.
I would have
Yeah,
loved
Torg
Torg
needs
as
to
a-
be in the game in some way. I don't even want him to be a character just because I want to hear him in cutscenes.
Nah, I don't know if
and
he'd be a
stuff
good
in the
character.
game.
It,
Yes, he
Good
would. Are you
thing
kidding
Well,
is-
me?
no, I mean,
it also has to work in context of the fucking story.
No, it doesn't. They could throw stuff in there.
No,
Eh.
they do like to stick to their story, as in what
Okay.
happens. Like when Necromancer and Krieg were added into Borderlands 2, it was assumed that they were there the entire time. You just couldn't play with them. It's assumed that they're there.
Well, this could easily be
And
added
they're
into the
doing
story
the
because this
story.
is all about the rise of Hyperion.
And Torg is
You
not
could-
necessarily evil. These people kind
Torg
of are.
was never aligned
Yeah, but
with
it's another-
Hyperion.
I know, but it's another rise
Like-
to power. We could talk. They could show like they're competing with Torg and Dahl.
What?
No,
I'm confused
like
now.
the rise to power thing is them taking back Hyperion from the Dahl guys who were left on the moon after Dahl like fucking left. They're not
Yeah.
competing with Torg.
Yeah, it's just them retaking the station. That's all
Torg
the
needs
story
to be
is.
in this game. I don't
He can
know
be in the
why you
game.
guys cannot
It
Torg
get
just,
behind
he can be in the
Probably
game. It just wouldn't be a playable character. I don't see the playable
Yeah,
character
that's
side.
fine.
I just
No,
want
don't
Torg.
care.
Okay, I
Torg's
can see
gonna
Torg.
be
Yeah.
in the game.
Probably.
Torg was by
100%
far the best
Torg's gonna be in
character.
the game.
He
But
better
he's-
be in the game.
But as a playable character. Anyway,
Maybe that's a
Sit-
third playthrough.
since we're talking a bit about Borderlands story and what makes and doesn't make sense in the story.
Nothing makes sense. That's
there-
what's great about it.
There was a bit of a story nugget dropped at the PAX panel too. Is that the entire like framing device for how the story structure is set up in Borderlands the pre-sequel it's a flashback. All the gameplay stuff is basically a flashback telling the story of what happened here. And the game's actually set in the present, like after the fall of Hyperion and Borderlands 2. It's set in the present with Athena telling the story to
Yay!
to presumably the Vault Hunters and stuff that are in Sanctuary, and she's telling the story of what happened during the pre-sequel, or, the in-between bits.
They could have Torg tell the story.
Athena's not dead. I don't care. I like Athena.
They honestly could. Torg could be there listening to the story. The cool thing about the whole narrative of Athena telling the story is that while you're playing the game and doing that stuff, there will actually be commentary from the people, like, talking to Athena, going like, wait, it happened like that kind of bullshit? So there'll be, when you're playing the game, there'll be, like, the future commentary commenting on the story that's taking place.
Krieg.
Yeah. A Krieg interjection would be pretty funny. Like,
yes, Krieg.
Like, those characters are still there. They're, just, you're not playing them. They're listening to a story that Athena's telling.
Borderlands has such good characters.
Yeah, and
Everything in Borderlands.
An interesting side note to that, which John's not apparently the biggest fan of.
If they do the third playthrough with Krieg, or not Krieg, Torg or whatever, I would like it. But the second one I don't care for. The second one, you can say it.
There is now an in-canon reason for the second playthrough, like playing through the game again on the harder difficulty. Yeah,
really?
at the end of the story, like when you beat the game at the end of the story, apparently.
Yeah, do we want spoilers?
It doesn't spoil what the end of the game is. It just spoils what kind of happens for the second.
What the second playthrough would be like, or something.
And it's
spoilers?
yes, you do.
I don't.
It's literally like Tiny Tina walks in and goes.
Yeah, this is totally spoilers.
It's not spoilers. It's not
Yes, it is. You just ruined that for me. I would find that so exciting if I didn't know that was happening.
This sounds like John
I would find
ruining
that
Borderlands 2
so
for
exciting
me.
if I played through and saw Tiny Tina come in and she hasn't been in the whole game.
Okay, well, fuck it. I'm gonna spoil it anyway. Tiny Tina walks in and goes, I didn't hear any of that fucking story. Please, would you tell it to me again, but this time make it sound more difficult? So then you go through the entire second playthrough.
Put spoiler at the beginning of this commentary or whatever.
Or not.
That's the title.
It's not that big of a spoiler.
Yes, it is.
How?
It's an entire character. That's a fan favorite character. That
I don't like her that
the
much.
entire game and makes a cameo at the end.
That the entire second playthrough is also narrated by Tiny Tina.
Oh god, that world is ending.
There, spoiled.
Brett.
Fuck you. Because it's not that big of a spoiler.
It's a pretty big spoiler. She's not in the entire game. You kind of start to forget about her, and then you get so excited when you see her at the end. You're playing with my emotions, man.
They didn't specifically say that she wasn't there, but basically they said her quote was like, "I didn't hear that. Tell it again."
So she wasn't there, clearly.
She could have been there and just not paying attention.
She could have just also not liked it and said it wasn't interesting enough. Poor Peplaw got spoiled.
Oh,
and Jared,
boo-hoo.
Well, John, you spoil Borderlands 2.
I don't care about spoilers. Screw you all.
But the interesting part about it is that when you play the second playthrough, there's new content and dialogue that goes on when you play the game. So it's not just completely just redoing it.
You could have just said that.
And third playthrough is either Torg or Krieg saying it, and everyone would be just fainting.
There isn't a third playthrough yet. They focus on the first two, and then when they raise the level,
they love their DLC. They
didn't want to do a second playthrough a third playthrough for Borderlands 2.
But then they realized that people love the.
I think they are, but also because it has a bigger. I think it was because they had a bigger level cap or bigger skills. They had more skills than in the first one. That's why I think they kind of were.
Yeah, they're probably planning a third playthrough or like a level cap increase for pre-sequel.
Because there's a shit ton of skills for everyone.
Yeah.
They're gonna want to make this game last a year at least. Yeah.
And Claptrap has some of the best skills, from what I saw.
Claptrap does. Yes.
From what I saw.
We don't need to spoil Claptrap though. We've done enough spoilers.
He just has a lot of cool skills.
Yes, that's my character. Wait, I want to see what he has.
How is going over skills that have been clearly announced and you can watch videos over what is?
Because Jared doesn't want to watch them. Yeah. And he's a little bitch.
No, because I like surprises. I don't know why that's an issue to you.
I don't think skills are a big surprise because you get to see them all when you get the game anyway. That Tiny Tina thing was a freaking spoiler, and I am not happy about that.
I'm happy.
No,
Just
I'm
has
happy
that pen
about
is
it.
all that happens.
No, I'm happy about it. I'm not happy you spoiled that for me.
I'm happy that I
But
spoiled it for you.
last
Makes
thing
me
they
happy.
announced at their PAX panel was they talked about the Telltale game a little, and they said the story will somewhat connect, and there will be content that transfers over, like presumably you beat the game, the Telltale game, you get a skin probably or something like
Well,
that.
is it going to be episodes?
And
Or is it just one?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
Telltale's
it's probably
gonna be
every episode
episodes.
then.
the Telltale game works like every other Telltale game. It comes out in episodes, and it's telling its story. The thing between them is that the Telltale game and the Borderlands games are in the same universe. They are canon with each other. What happens in one has happened in the other or is happening in the other. The thing with the Telltale game and the pre-sequel is since they were made at relatively the same time, they actually do share some story points across each other. Because the Telltale games also set after the fall of Handsome Jack and Borderlands 2. So the future storytelling framing device will probably interject a bit with what's going on in the Telltale game. And what's going on in the Telltale game may react with like characters or different things that happen from the pre-sequel. So it's since they were made at the same time, they had a lot to like share maybe story points and characters with each other. So characters you may see in the Telltale game may show up in the pre-sequel or vice versa.
Steve.
And
No.
well, Steve is probably in both of them regardless, but but yeah, in the Telltale game when you play that, you by playing it and probably I don't know if you do anything special, but when you play the Telltale game you can unlock probably heads or skins or something that you can play with in the pre-sequel.
Yeah, I don't think it's a huge announcement or anything. It's kind of expected, but they did confirm that it's going to carry over.
If you think about
it's not necessarily expected.
Well, they did it for the Poker Night thing. Poker Night 2.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If you think about Poker Night, it
But
was
Poker's
just
Telltale.
you unlocked it and it was unlocked in the game.
But wasn't it Telltale?
anything.
Isn't
Yeah,
Poker
it
Night
was
Telltale?
Telltale.
Yeah, so I could
Yep.
see it. Yeah, I could see. I would have saw that then, sort of.
It's probably
it's
going to
not a
work the
big
same
surprise.
way.
I wouldn't say it's particularly expected. I think it's kind of neat. I
think it's expected though. You really didn't think they were going to be connected at all in any way?
No, I didn't think there were going to be items shared. I would assume they were going to be connected in some way, story-wise. But it's nice to get confirmation that that was thought about and there's, going to be legitimate things to it. Like it wasn't an afterthought when they were doing it.
Moral of this podcast is super excited for Borderlands, super excited for Destiny. Destiny comes out right now. It's out right now, so we're playing it right now.
And if it isn't,
put this
then
out
you're
on
just like an
Monday.
idiot.
Unless
Yeah,
I put this
you're-
up on Monday to fuck
Yeah,
with
if
Just
you put
to
this up
troll
on
you.
Monday. Yeah, you're
Just
probably
to
going
troll.
to. He won't get it edited
Fuck,
by Monday.
I'll put it up tomorrow.
Oh, well, okay. If you do that, kudos to you. But
No, I won't.
we're excited for both. Let's finish it off. What have you guys been playing this weekend? Brett, we'll start with you since I never start with you.
You guys start with me so I out my embarrassment that I've been playing since yesterday.
Yeah.
I broke down and bought The Sims 4 because I don't know. I watched a shit ton of Sims.
Shame.
I do it with a lot of new games that come out. Is I just watch a shit ton of videos on it, and if a game particularly looks interesting, then I'm like, I really want to. I bought it. It happens. And
Very poor way to buy games.
yeah, very poor way to buy games, but I'm very impulsive. So yeah, I bought The Sims 4, and I know a lot of people out there is like, Sims 4, all the reviews are saying it's the exact same thing as Sims 3. Why would you buy The Sims 4? Because I never owned The Sims 3. Honestly, I haven't played any of the Sims games.
Other than a crappy one.
Other than a very crappy one for the PSP,
PSP.
which was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So I was like, I really want to play The Sims. I really like character creators. I'm very addicted to creating characters. If you know my Soul Calibur thing or anything I create a character.
Which nobody does here that's going to be listening
Yeah.
to this.
No, but you guys know what my character's in Soul Calibur a little bit.
And they're decently
Yeah.
designed.
Yeah, I like creating
I don't know
characters.
about it.
I like customizing characters. I like doing that stuff. So The Sims is like make fucking people.
Cocaine.
Yeah,
So are you enjoying it? I guess is the real question. It's a new game. We can talk about it a little. I mean, none of us know what the hell we're talking about, but is it a good
I know the
game?
Sims. It's basically the same as the other Sims. They just add more crap and
That
more.
says nothing to me because I never play Sims.
Yeah, I've
They're
never
fun.
had either.
So far I've played, I don't know, a while. I played a while because I bought it at like midnight last night and played it. But it's got a lot of the very like default Sims stuff. Like you buy decorations for the house and you're babysitting fucking child people.
Just wait, Brett. Pretty soon that game will be running your life. It always what happens. You don't play The Sims plays you. It's horrible. It's horrible. Well, I did it for me. Whenever I play The Sims, you just pay bills and go to work and sleep. That's all I did. It was horrible because there are so many bills. It got boring.
Well, I
John's getting a taste of real life through The Sims.
I hated The Sims. It was horrible.
The thing about Sims 4 is what I think they tried to improve was it's a lot more focused on like inter-sim relationship and building like friendships and relationships and junk through that. Like the bills and jobs thing is still a part
You find that funny?
I find that hilarious. Brett plays the game because he's like creating characters. John plays it to get a taste of what real life is like.
It was no, that's literally what it freaking turned into. It was horrible.
It starts out fun in games and then the Sims takes you over.
Okay.
But-
What else have you been playing? Have you
Yeah.
been playing?
As a fun note, I've created all of you guys in there. So
Kill me, Brett. Kill me now. Just end it quickly. Do the
And
toaster
John
oven
going
death.
depression.
But yeah, so that's what I did. I've only played it like recently. I played it from like midnight last night to like 7 o'clock in the morning today. So
Oops, that isn't going that way.
other than
What were you
that,
playing before though this week?
I don't know. I hopped back into TF2 for a while. I've been playing Minecraft a bunch. And
So on Skyrim.
A little bit more Skyrim. I've been taking a break because I got my mods to a stable place and I've just played a ton of it. So I was like, I'm gonna be doing other things.
Thank you for that, John.
I had a burp. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I podcast, John.
I wasn't saying anything interesting. So now I'm gonna throw it over to what John was playing.
Yeah, it's clearly John wants to talk. What do you want? What have you been playing?
I don't know. I've been playing Happy Wars, I guess, a little bit, and you got pissed at it.
Fucking hell.
I don't know why.
It's such a stupid game now.
And then Minecraft, just because I don't know why I'm doing it, but I'm going in the Nether, and I have mined probably about maybe 1,500 quartz blocks. I don't know why, just because I want to help someone.
Insane.
I want to help someone, and I have nothing else to do in there. I have done like everything I need to do. I'm just waiting for Destiny.
Yeah, I think that's what we're all doing right now.
Yeah.
So that's it. Happy Wars and Minecraft.
Minecraft is a decent.
Yeah, that's it.
Minecraft's a decent way to just kill time. So whatever.
Yeah. All right, Jerry, what have you been doing?
Well, I kind of did Minecraft along with John the other day. A little bit of Halo. I actually got on Guitar Hero again for the first time in like a few months. That was painful.
Oh,
The calluses again. Calluses.
That actually reminds me. I tried out Dance Central.
What? What?
Dance Central.
Okay, this actually needs to be.
Oh, wait, we need to.
God.
Yeah, we need to talk about this.
on the Xbox
We're not just
One.
gonna fly past that.
On the Xbox One, they released a game called Dance Central Spotlight or whatever.
Is it free?
No, I tried the demo.
So you bought it?
I tried
Okay.
I almost bought it, but then I was like, no, let me try the demo.
Oh my god! If you would have bought that, I would have never.
That would have been the
let you hear
biggest
the end
mistake of
it.
your life.
Yeah. I mean, I would have felt more guilty about that than The Sims 4. Fuck.
Yes, you would have.
Because
Were you a good dancer?
No.
Are
Well,
you a
no.
pretty ballerina?
No. Like the game itself, I mean, sure, moving around and acting like an idiot, in a sense, is fun.
It'd be a fun party game.
Yeah,
I wouldn't touch that thing. I would sit in the
but
corner and be brooding.
Every single song in there sucks. Hard.
Are they hip new songs? Is that what it is? They're hip songs.
Yeah.
Actually, that's probably exactly it.
They're hip.
They are hip new songs.
What the
Too
hell are you
bad-
supposed to dance
Too bad
to?
hip new songs suck. I don't know, good classic songs, Peplaw? That
You
aren't
can't turn on
shitty?
like Back in Black and like start dancing to it.
Well, not.
I could. That's called moshing.
Well,
Just
I mean,
bounce your head.
there are good classic pop songs to dance to as well. Or like,
This is all
Those
the
are
new shit,
thrillers
though.
in the game.
Is it?
I bet you money it is.
no, it
No,
isn't.
it's not.
Not in the
Money it
demo.
is.
It's the new shit, like the Lady Gaga songs or fucking Happy or whatever, like a Miley Cyrus song, and just
It's not for
You're an
you,
old
Brett.
man.
just the
You're an old
gross
man.
new songs. And like,
It's modern times, and those suck.
yeah,
It's for cool
and,
kids.
And I looked into the DLC, and there was maybe 1 or 2 songs in the DLC that would be like, I could actually maybe want to try that, but it's not enough for me to spend $10.
And
to
you
buy the
almost
game
bought
for.
this game until you saw that, or you just almost said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna buy it."
Yeah, I almost said, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it because I really want to play it, but then I was like, well,
Ugh.
I just really want to play it, so let's just play the demo. And I played the demo, and the demo had 2 really shitty songs. The Connect was being its usual Connect and not being very good. Probably because my room isn't exactly big enough for the Connect, apparently, even though my room's pretty big. It's not good enough
Okay.
for Connect.
We
What
need to
crappy
stop
game?
talking
Don't
about
buy
Dance
it.
Central. We need to stop
Crappy game,
talking
don't buy
about
it.
Yeah,
Dance
this-
Central. Jared, what else have you been
Dance
playing?
Central
We
have
we need to get on. We need to not Dance
Playing-
So
Central.
expedient.
I'm playing Peggle.
Why, Peggle?
I mean, why Peggle? Because why not?
We need to
That's
get off
Peggle.
this
I
Peggle
mean-
topic and move to another one. God damn it, we've been.
Brett, you
talking
didn't even
about
like
Peggle too
freaking
long.
Dance Central. Good lord.
Yeah. You didn't like it. I don't want to ramble about it if we didn't even like it.
Well, not liking a game
yeah.
is a valid opinion. Jesus.
We're
Is that
doing
it, Jared?
hour. Come on.
Nothing else.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Honestly, I haven't been playing much.
Yeah, for me, I'm back at school. I started Leaf Green up again because Pokemon.
Waiting for a
awesome.
Mega Roofie and Sapphire.
A
Yeah,
Mega
wait.
Roofie? What?
Roofie, yes, the Mega Roofie.
Whoa!
Just gonna roofie his Pokemon.
Jesus
See what happens
Christ!
to him.
There are
is
many
an
ways
M
to catch a
Pokemon game.
Pokemon, Peplaw. Many ways.
That one wasn't mentioned in the guide, and I would remember the guide.
It was a glitch, Jared.
Oh.
I started
You-
that.
You tried to play Titanfall the other day,
I
right?
mean, I tried to.
You said you got pissed at it or whatever, and then you went to play something else.
I got bored of it. I literally played it
You got
for
bored
like
of it.
15 minutes, and I'm like, meh, I'm bored of this. And then
That's because you were dying so much, and apparently it's
You complained
scary
about
for
dying
you to
too
die.
much.
yeah, I was dying.
I
a
can't
lot.
die.
You
I
weren't
don't
dying
like
a lot. You were
doing-
going like 13 and 7, and I'm dying too much.
I don't like dying more than 3 times in that game.
Mr. Perfectionist.
Boo-hoo.
Yeah,
But
I'm
you're
hard. Get over it.
That didn't do Titanfall.
No, well, it wasn't just that. I'm burnt out on FPSs.
You just well, it's you want to play Destiny. It's
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, that's it. It's
getting
too
butthurt
close
too
to
easily.
Destiny's release.
It's like I want to play it.
guess. But yeah, Pokemon Hearthstone. That's like all I've played. Try
Because
it
Hearthstone
every
is the
now
cool
and then.
game to play now.
For me, yeah.
I haven't even seen it, nor do I want to see it.
It's just a card game. There's not much there. But
I'm not good at cards. I put them on the spokes of my bicycle.
That
why?
requires you to go outside, John.
Yeah.
I bike a little bit when it's nice
Okay,
and cool.
we're clearly done talking.
GTA doesn't count.
GTA biking is fun as hell, and you know it.
GTA
Well, actually, no, you
biking
don't
is
know
fun as hell.
You don't know it, Jerry. You don't play GTA. Is that
Speaking
it?
of GTA,
Can I end it?
Speaking of GTA, we're going to have a quick hype. I'm getting news in right now. GTA still doesn't have heists. That is our update.
The next gen version doesn't.
You heard
have
me
that.
there.
That's gonna.
GTA
I thought they were
still
gonna-
doesn't have heists.
That's hilarious.
And back to you.
I find that hilarious.
Breaking
But-
news story.
I guess we're good. We get everything. We're good. Anyone want to talk about anything else now that we?
No.
No, I think we're good.
No.
We should play Minecraft. Let's all play Minecraft.
Yeah, we didn't actually mention that Minecraft's on the new next gen systems now. Yay.
Woo,
Okay, bye.
Spend more money
I
to
can do
buy it
achievements,
again.
hooray.
Yeah. But anyway, we got everything done. Destiny, Borderlands, all about that. all about that Destiny hype. I'm sure we'll be talking all about it next podcast as well, so look forward to that. So, bye-bye.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.
I need
The
some
worst
food.
outro ever.
Why do you need food?
Yeah.
What?
I'm fucking hungry.
Alright, I need to make a
Yeah, I
phone
haven't
call.
eaten anything all
I mean,
day
I
either.
woke up to these guys saying podcast, and I've been sitting here for like 2 hours.
I got home to here and get on now. Get on now. Get on now. Peplaw, make a damn Minecraft game.